Jack, similar says finals locked away, you ain't top four now. How do you approach this last block of home and away games?
Yeah, I don't think too much changes. I think we're just going to go the same way about it. Obviously, Carlton's going well, and Tiggy's got them playing really well at the moment. So every game's a challenge in the competition at the moment. So I don't think we'll change too much and keep process driven.
Looking at the teams around you, does it put a bit more pressure on?
Oh, I don't think so. I think we're playing some good footy now. I don't think we've quite hit our straps just yet. Probably had a little patch on the weekend where we probably weren't playing great footy, but we're getting close to 4 quarters, and I think that's exciting for the group, and yeah, it's good for the club.
What more do you need to do to hit your straps?
Oh, I think it's just your preparation, your training. Keep doing the stuff. We know what works. Obviously, last year had some success, so keep training hard, and yeah, pretty much it.
Simo was speaking after the game, said he was thinking about percentage during the last quarter. Did he speak to you guys at 3/4 time about that?
No, he didn't touch on that at 3/4 time. I think when you start talking about that stuff, you can lose focus a little bit. We were just trying to finish the game, play 4 quarters. So, yeah, I think when you start thinking about percentage, it gets a bit tricky, and you start thinking about it too much and distracts you a little bit from the game.
It's something you might have in your back of your minds going into games over the next month. It's going to be so important, isn't it? Percentage.
Yeah, it is. That's just the reality of it, and just need to play well, and hopefully that does the job for us without thinking about it too much. And it's pretty close. There's a big group of us on similar percentage, so it's going to be an interesting finish to the year, and I'm sure the viewers will be loving it.
Brisbane and Geelong have kept ticking along, and we saw what Richmond able to do against Collingwood on Friday night. Who do you think is the biggest threat?
I think there's a lot of threats this year. There's no real standout. Those 4 are probably the biggest threats in the competition, I think. Geelong have probably tapered off a little bit, but they've still got the ability to go whack. And then Richmond obviously is coming home strong as well. So it's exciting, and yeah, I'm sure the AFL will be loving it.
On Carlton, 3 in a row, they haven't done that for about 3 years, I think. They're probably looking at you guys as a big fish to scalp, and how you sort of viewed what you've seen of their last month before.
Yeah, I suppose they'll be just trying to get something out of their year, finish off really strong. As I said before, Tiggy's got them up and going, so definitely a threat, and we're going to have to be on a game this week coming. So they're probably going to try and get scalps as they finish the year. So it looks like they've got a bit of momentum and confidence within the group, so they're a bit of a danger.
What do you think of Patrick Cripps' form at the moment?
Yeah, it's pretty special. He's a gun player, gun of the competition. So I dare say you'd have to put work into him, because you can see what he does if you don't, and how much impact he can have on the game. Like, he had a stupid number of clearances on the weekend, and it's serious damage on the end of that.
Can one man stop him, or does it need to be a team approach?
Definitely a team, I think. But yeah, whether or not we go the full-blown tag, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, everyone's going to have to put their input into him.
Would you put your hand up, Jack, if you go on with it?
I think I had him last time. He had 34, so I might need to improve it from last time. But I think, yeah, whoever gets the role, very capable.
Are you worried that David may have a little bit of insight, being a former assistant at the Eagles?
I think a lot's changed since then. I haven't even been coached under him. So I think Coxie leaves, there's Sam Mitchell leaves, there's a lot of ex-coaches throughout the competition now at other teams, so you can't really buy into that too much.
I suppose, look at Elliot Yeo, being a guy that most people think might go to cricket. He's done it on Viking quite a few times. I suppose he's a rare guy that can hurt him the other way potentially as well, can't he? He seems to do those roles really well. He shuts down, but he can also still have an impact. Yeah,
for sure. Yoe's had massive roles this year, and his pressure and tackling, he bodies up really well against those bigger mids, and I think he loves the challenge as well. So it'd be exciting if that does happen and eventuates, but he's definitely capable of doing that, and it's such a valuable role for our team at the moment.
Speaking of options, looking forward to having Hutch back in the lineup this week as well.
Yeah, if he comes back in the side, he's massive for us. He's unrewarded sometimes, and he does such a valuable role for our team, and all the boys love playing with Hutch.
Would you be having nightmares about Patrick Cripps at the moment?
Oh, if he watched the game on the weekend, I think he might be. But he does his role every week, and he's very process driven, Hutchie, and I'm sure he'd be watching vision and that sort of stuff, just prepping if that was the case. So, yeah, he would do everything to get himself right for the game.
Amongst the club, is Elio sort of viewed in the same echelon as a guy like Paddy Cripps, a really big body guy that can do a lot all over the ground?
Yeah, he always a gun for us. He's very versatile too, so I think he can play in all lines. Also, so he's very valuable, and the boys walk taller with him inside.
And does he come? Do you think he's one that puts up his hand and wants that sort of challenge going against guys like Cripps? Because he previously has said that he loves that sort of challenge with 5 for guys like him.
I think he does. Yeah, he loves the challenge of playing against the best, and he is one of the best as well. So, yeah, I think he thrives on that competitive side of it and loves the matchup.
How important has he been, Jack, since you started 3-3 at the start of the year? Simo said you guys had to lift in the contest, and Yoey's really taking his tackling, his pressure to that next level. How important has he been in that?
Yeah, he's been massive this year. I don't think his numbers probably are the same as last year, but I think he's almost had a better year personally, and what he does for the club is so important to our group, and he only needs a little patch in each quarter to really do damage on the opposition. So I think he's stood up in really important moments throughout this year, and within our 4 walls we know how valuable he is to our team.
Skipper, expect him back this week?
I'd say so. I think he was pretty close on the weekend, but this time of year is probably a bit risky, and he's got the old man injury, so I think they just gave him an extra week, precautionary.
Jack, there was a bit of violence in the Colts Premiership Grand Final on the weekend. What's the message from a senior player like yourself to young players coming through with regards to violence? Is it just calm down and focus on footy?
I think so, yeah. I didn't see that incident, but yeah, I think it's just play good, honest, tough, hard footy. We come up against a side on the weekend who play a good brand of tough, hard footy, and I was on the end of it receiving some good, hard hits. I think that's good for the game, but I don't think the violence and that sort of stuff's wanted in our game.
And just one on Nathan Burke said that he backs you guys for the Premiership because you've been there and done it before. How much confidence do you take from last year's run into the finals and success with four games left in the regular season?
I think the group's got a lot of confidence. We've been there before, so it does give you confidence that you have been there, and but it just comes down to standing up in the right moments and getting yourself there first.
Josh Kennedy 7 on the weekend. A couple of people wrote him off a couple of weeks ago from a bad spell. Is it amongst the playing group? How was that received, that massive game on the weekend?
Yeah, Joshy's so good for us. I thought that was pretty rich, him getting that media, but he's massive for our club, and he was due for a big bag, and I'm sure there's a couple more to come.